Hello, everyone. I'm Miles. Most people think interest is just cash. That's the first misconception. Interest is actually about time, compounding, and the balance sheet. Today, let's break down year by year how PIK interest, payment in kind, works. With PIK, interest isn't paid in cash, but is instead added to the principal of the debt. This improves cash flow, but worsens profits, and the debt starts to compound. That's why PIK is widely used in mergers and acquisitions, LBOs, growth financing, and distressed financing. PIK is never a free lunch. It's about borrowing time from the future because it preserves cash at the most critical moments, trading time for growth or a turnaround, even though the debt quietly snowballs in the background. Let's learn by working through a problem. A company finances the purchase of $600 worth of equipment with PIK debt at an annual interest rate of 8%. The equipment is depreciated on a straight-line basis with no residual value. In both the first and second year, the company uses the equipment to generate $300 in revenue each year. The cash operating cost is $120 and the income tax rate is 20%. The question is, at the end of the first and second year, what impact does this transaction have on the income statement, cash flow statement, and balance sheet, respectively? In the first year, the company buys the equipment for $600, financing 100% of it with PIK debt at an 8% rate. Depreciation is $100, PIK interest is $48, so pre-tax profit drops to $300 minus $120 minus $100 minus $48, which equals $32. After-tax net profit is $25.6. There is no cash outflow for interest, but profits have already been eroded. Cash flow statement, depreciation is added back, PIK interest is added back, so operating cash flow soars to 25.6 plus 100 plus 48, totaling 173.6. On the balance sheet, cash increases by 173.6, net equipment value increases by 500, but total liabilities become 600 plus 48, which is 648, and shareholders' equity only increases by 25.6. Cash has improved, but leverage is even higher. In the second year, the business itself hasn't changed at all. The revenue and costs are exactly the same, but the balance sheet has already changed. With the same business, there's now higher risk on the income statement. PIK interest becomes 8% of 648, which is 51.8. Net profit continues to drop to 0.8 times 300 minus 120 minus 100 minus 51.8, which equals 22.6. On the cash flow statement, after adding back depreciation and the higher PIK interest, operating cash flow continues to rise to 22.6 plus 100 plus 51.8, which equals 174.4. On the balance sheet, cash increases by another 174.4. Equipment rises to 400 after 100 in depreciation. Liabilities increase by 51.8, rolling up to nearly 648 plus 51.8, which equals 699.8. Equity only increases by 22.6, barely moving. It's the same company, but with greater risk. This is the compounding effect of PIK. In the end, PIK isn't scary in the first year. The real danger is time. Cash is linear, but liabilities are exponential. What we need to ask is, if the business doesn't improve, how long can the balance sheet hold out? That's why it's so important to calculate accurately.